Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I was just thinking about something. Today I'm thinking about how, even with myself, how we would love to change the world that we feel that could be better. Well, the problem really lies in that we keep saying we want. We want a kinder world. We want the world not to have any wars. We want enough food for everyone. The problem is, though, that we keep repeating the word want. You see, when we keep using the word want, that means that we don't have, we're in lack of. And by focusing on lack of, what are we going to get? Lack. We're going to just keep seeing that over and over again. And that is just how the world works. That's how our manifestations work. Wherever we're focused on, that's what's going to come to be. Our lack of, right? So, like I said, we're just going to see nothing new. We're just going to just keep seeing the same old, same old. We're on that replay. And if any of you understand about the replay, like when we had our cassette tape players, rewound, right? That's what we keep doing every time we wake up in the morning. We have a hard time thinking about how we visioned our world to be, or and I'm talking about our own little universe sometimes, right? Not just the greater whole, but our own little universe. We just start replaying over and over and over again that recording constantly what has not happened for us that we wish to have happen. But we just don't get it that where we lie our focus on, it's not our eyes, but our mind, where we're focusing on, that is what it's coming to fruition. That's it. It until we really change that. So how do we do that? Well, let's think back now. When we were a child, when we had us girls, mostly girls, I'm sure there was boys who are doing this too. We had tea time. Now with a child, they don't wait until they get a bag of tea and and soak it in the water and to make tea. Oh no, their imagination runs wild. So they get out their tea sets. They even put their little stuffed animals or their dolls, or invite someone over, maybe even their parent, to come and have tea with them. And they just talk and about just loving life and how wonderful this tea is, and asking, oh, do you want milk? Do you want cream? Do you want sugar? And everyone else will say, there's nothing there. But the little girl knows that what's there is just her imagination, and it is just so, so good. And you never have it go wrong. It's exactly the way they want it. Just like a person that is a visionary, that sees they don't see what's not there, the lack of, they see what the possibilities are. And that is because that's what they're focused on. Yes, there's bumps in the road and such, don't get me wrong, but that only encourages them to go even further. They don't want to hear no. They don't want to hear you got to be crazy. They just only know, hey, that's your opinion, that's your perspective, but my perspective is totally, totally different. I can see how A, B, and C is going to work out in the long run. I just got to find that darn formula. Just like that little girl that made her tea. She just kept going and going. And then as she gets older, especially if she just loves tea, oh my gosh, she becomes a expert on tea, on teas, That's how these things are created. So, to have some tools to understand how you can start creating your world and the greater world, let's start focusing on what the possibilities are. When we do that, then we get more inspiration that comes in. And then we have that solution. And that solution, that A, B, and C might come just from us, or we will have to spread our wings and start talking to others. That's another way, collaborating. So there's different ways of how this creation is going to come out, how it's going to come to be, if we allow ourselves to become that child again. So if you're stuck in something that you want to create, first of all, just thank and be grateful for what you have at the moment. That the thought of having this creation is beautiful. And just think about this creation and how it's going to look like. And just be so grateful for that. Just the thought in itself of having this thought of wanting something so beautiful, so wonderful, that not only you will benefit from it, but so many will. So, again, tonight, when you go to bed tonight, think about what you want to create, because it is shown that when we are asleep, because we go into different sleep states, and we do have a creation state. I will talk more about that in the next video, but just remember, and when you wake up and you find yourself thinking of the rewinding that you just did, just right before you just got up, and you're thinking about all those problems and all that, just be grateful. Be grateful for that vision that you are craving for. So instead of saying want, say I crave and I'm going to create. We just need to start changing our words around, our thoughts around, and it will happen. So God bless all of you. I love you. Let's start creating. Yeah, let's start creating. Woo! Yes, let's start creating. Love all of you. Till next time, many blessings.